Welcome back to more of The Sims 4, and we're back in the main series. It's been a little while, but yeah, our little spin-off is now over. Leo has finished uni, he's graduated and moved back home, and therefore we are back with the main series. And yeah, I'm very, very excited to dive back in to this series with this family. The whole gang is back together. That's all very, very exciting, and I have a lot planned for this episode. I feel like I want to get quite a bit done, and not a lot of time to do it. So it's going to be hopefully a bit of a manic episode. Advancing kind of everyone's stories now Leo is home, and aging is back on for all the Sims in this save, because I didn't want, Alfonso and Jay or even Bentley to age up and potentially die while Leo was at uni. That wouldn't have been good. But now he's back, aging's back on, the story continues, and yeah, in this episode I think Alfonso and Jay are actually going to become elders. So we're going to spend a bit of time with them, kind of enjoying their last few days as adults before they're old and grey. And I actually do have something in this sporting space here that I've put in that I think we're going to have them visit as kind of part of their story in this episode. We're also going to get Leo a job now that he's out of uni and see how well going to uni does affect what jobs he can get. And I also have some exciting stuff for Willow and potentially Rocco as well. If you remember in the last episode of the main series, Rocco did surprise Willow at Christmas with a surprise getaway trip. I think it's going to be quite an exciting time. I'm looking forward to seeing where we go with it. I've also filled in a few of the gaps in the houses here, so literally every lot now has something in, because that's just a park. And this house right here, Dockside Avenue, is 55,132 simoleons. This was made very, very kindly by Natalie, who actually made the Sheets Jalfonso house for us. So that is now there, and that is potentially going to be a place where Leo, Willow and Rocco potentially move in together. It's all going to depend on how quickly they can raise that amount of money, because for all I know, Jen and Alfonso might die before they make that much. So we're going to wait and see, but it's definitely at least going to be somewhere that one of them will move to eventually. And then I just found this house on the gallery just to fill in the gaps. And Natalie did also make a few extra characters. So I've added them into the game as well, so if we bump into them, we bump into them. That could be quite exciting as well. But yeah, I've got a lot to do, so I'm kind of excited. Let's get back into the main series and our house. Here we are. Nearly 11 PM. Alfonso is at work. That's fine. Jay is... Oh, you're swimming. Late night swim. Good for you. Don't see a lot of people actually use the swimming pool, so it's kind of cool that Jay's actually using it. Man, I haven't been swimming in so long. It's been like years. Leo is still wearing his interesting warm outfit. And Willow is... What are you doing? Browsing the web. And I'm just going to empty the trash. That's very nice. Bentley is Bentley. Where are you? He's scared of something, as he always is. Either the fireplace or the TV. I'm not quite sure. But yeah, everyone's keeping busy. I just like that the gang's all back together. We'll actually have to have them probably all go to bed soon. What time's Alfonso finish work? Oh, it should finish in like an hour. That's fine then. Nearly in the process of getting a promotion as well, so he might get a promotion in this episode. Although also, if he becomes an elder, he might be retiring in this episode, along with Jay. So, oh boy. So yeah, Jay, buddy, enjoy those abs while you still can, because they're going to be turning into flabs very, very soon. So Leo and Bentley are spending some quality time together again now that Leo's back. I think they miss each other a lot, and yes. Look at Bentley just living his best life. And Willow's come to join as well. I think that's Willow's hot weather outfit as well, because since it's summer and it's still 11 PM, it's still very, very warm outside. Who's it getting abducted now? Jay's being abducted by aliens. There he goes. Oh boy. I have missed the alien abductions, I won't lie. We didn't have any of that at uni. But yeah, that's nice. As soon as you get home from work. So obviously the Overlords want an update from Jay since he's about to become an elder. Probably one of the last updates he can give them on how things are going with his alien kids. Oh, and he's already back. Oh no! Willow's being taken too! What is it with this family and alien abductions? Like this, the amount of families I've played with on The Sims, until this one, I didn't have any alien abductions. That's madness. So I guess the Overlords want all the updates today. That's fine, because, they're doing really, really well. Willow has actually improved her writing a lot, so I think we're going to have to actually start a book to start her career off. maybe even like officially join their writing career. Leo's going to need to join a career as well. Yeah, they age up in 2 days, Jalfonso and Jay. They have birthdays on the same day, which normally means we might actually lose them both on the same day. They might die on the same day, which is kind of sad. That's going to be quite a double whammy. But, you know, that's life, I guess. How about everyone who's not abducted go to bed, since it is nearly 2 AM? That would help, wouldn't it? It's nice seeing Leo's graduation stuff there. Very, very proud. Jalfonso absolutely knackered, look how slow he's going. And yeah, the other two still being abducted, so that's good. Okay, Jay's not pregnant, so that's good. That would have been a bit of a twist before he became an elder. They probably know, like, he's getting on a bit. They probably wouldn't want him to have any more alien children. Willow has also been returned, so that's good. Let's just quickly check if you're pregnant. Also not. Excellent. Okay, right, everyone to bed. And then tomorrow, let's see how I can plan this out. So you have work tomorrow as well. You don't have work for 3 days now. Oh! Jalfonso might have had his last day of work, which is kind of crazy. I feel like I want to get him promoted one more time. Oh, and then he'd be like to the 9th thing. He'd be one off getting like right to the top. That's kind of sad, but never mind. Not everyone achieves like the highest moments of their career, and he's done very, very well anyway. So maybe we'll keep them working for a little bit, maybe after they become elders, and then we have them retire, enjoy their last few days together. But when you also have work on Saturday, so I feel like we're going to have Jay take today off work. Since Jalfonso is already off, we're going to spend the day focusing on those two, and getting the kids kind of sorted in their jobs as well, I imagine. Right, Jay is up first at 7:30, so I'm just going to have him take a day off work. So Jay is going for a no sweat run, which you can only do when you're at like the top level of fitness. Jay's also due for another promotion as well. God, these guys are very good. And yeah, he's not going to be able to do this much longer. A couple of days, exercising, nah, it might kill you. Also, woohooing might kill elders, so I feel like we need to get at least one more of those in for you guys. So just so you can enjoy it without fear of death, you know, I mean, it'd be a nice way to go, I'm sure, but I'd rather you not die prematurely via woohoo as an elder. And that's certainly not the only thing when it comes to woohoo you'd not want to do prematurely. I'm also very intrigued to see what Jalfonso looks like as an elder in like his alien form as well. I don't think I've ever seen like an elderly alien, so that's something. Right, as the kids are downstairs, we're going to have them woohoo, potentially the last ever safe woohoo. So you enjoy that, guys. And then we'll spend the rest of the day celebrating you and spend some time away from the kids, enjoying your last few days of being adults and young and healthy and all that jazz. And there they go. So while you're doing that, Leo, my friend, you, sir, are going to try and find a job. Now that you've kind of had your growing experience at uni, let's see what we can get for you. Okay, by the looks of it, these two have like green symbols on top, so I feel like these are the two that might benefit from Leo's degree. Either a bodybuilder or a botanist. And it says here, like in red, having a relevant university degree means this position will come with higher pay, easier promotions, more vacation days, and a signing bonus. Only one signing bonus can be awarded per sim every 7 days, regardless of career. So I feel like these are the two that we could go for. And I think Leo, I see him more as a botanist than a bodybuilder. I think he is into his fitness. I don't think quite to the extent that his dads are into fitness, so I don't see him wanting to become a bodybuilder. I think he'd definitely be more of like a botanist. I think he's very interested in like earthy kind of materials and stuff, being an alien and everything. And I think that was a side of biology he was always more interested in at uni. So I think we're actually going to have him be a botanist, and it seems like he can get a signing bonus, which would really help. Easier promotions, more vacation days, higher pay. So yeah, I think this is kind of how the university pack comes into play. So normally you could like just become a botanist, but you'd start from like a lower level. So I think there's like 10 levels to every career. So like for instance, Jalfonso is on level 8 of the astronaut career. So if he got promoted another 2 times, he'd be at the top. So normally you'd start from number 1. I think if a sim goes to university and then applies for like a degree that is relevant to their, well, a job that's relevant to their degree, I think they start from level 5. So they only have to get promoted like 5 times and they're not at the top. I think that's how this works. So I think Leo's going to become a botanist, and we'll see how that goes. Due to his degree in this field, Leo has been awarded a signing bonus of 1,690 simoleons. Jesus! Sure. That's incredible. Okay, so Leo has entered the botanist career. Leo is now a flower fellow at Peter's Petals and Pods Landscaping. He starts Friday at 10. Well done, Leo. You got yourself a job. You're not Leo. I want to click on Leo with your super cool outfit. So let's have a look at his work. Oh my god! He started at level 8. Maybe that's because he did really well in his degree. So man, he only needs like 2 more promotions and he's at the top of the field already. So uni's definitely worth it. Obviously it's a lot of extra work and a lot of extra playtime. It's probably hours and hours of extra like playtime for someone to get through uni. But clearly it's worth it if you start at level 8 of a 10 level career. That's insane. I'm actually genuinely impressed with that. I think we do also want Leo to get like an official writing career. She's not officially on the writing career yet, but she definitely is kind of on her way. In fact, I might even get her started writing a book now, because I think she's on like level 5 of the writing skill, and you've got to start somewhere. So let's write a genre book. What should we go for? Maybe a children's book to start, I'm not sure. We'll go for that. So Willow's going to start writing a book. Leo's got a career really high up in the field already. I don't like that you take your bike everywhere. I might have to get rid of the bike. It takes so much time for him to get around. But still, that's okay. These two are downstairs again. Pat the Badger. Let's not call it Pat the Badger. What should we call Willow's first book? I've got it. The Wind in the Willows. Ha, do you get it? Because her name's Willow. There we go. Okay. No! Guys! Supriya's died, guys. Oh, no. I know she didn't have many days left, so I wanted to turn the energy back on. I knew it was a matter of time, but oh, no. Well, that's kind of put a dampener on the Jay and Jalfonso day I was going to have. Oh, that's really sad. Oh, look, like even right there, there's a picture of Jalfonso and Supriya, like best friends. She went through a lot, that woman. Very, very brave woman. You know, she got out of an abusive marriage, and she ended up finding a lot of happiness. So, oh, that's really sad. I don't think Jay and Jalfonso actually know that she's died. It's just kind of popped up as a notification for me. But, oh man, that's sad. Well, at least you got your woohoo in before your best friend died, eh? That might have kind of killed the mood a bit. Oh, so Jalfonso's just kind of staring at his picture, remembering his friend. We'll have to text Evie, make sure she's doing okay. Oh, she's a ghost. That's so sad. So Evie's actually come over from Solani, probably to spend time with her brother Pierce as well, who's also probably mourning his mum. So they're just kind of catching up and sharing like really happy memories of Supriya. Supriya was always very thankful, I think, for Jalfonso and Jay's support when she was going through all that whole breakup thing with Justin, who actually passed away quite a while ago now. So they're just remembering, and she just wanted to stop by and kind of thank them for everything they did for her mum, which is very, very nice of her. And it's very sad she's gone, but I think she found a lot of happiness in the end on Solani and when she moved away. So yeah, Supriya's gone. And actually the activity I had planned for Jalfonso and Jay today is actually kind of nice and poignant. Oh, even I think Jay's taking out the trash and he'll probably also come over and say something. But yeah, the activity I had planned for them today I think might even be kind of nice and reflectful on Supriya. So it's nice that she came over, but it's also very, very sad, of course, that Supriya's gone. Willow can now write screenplays, which is pretty cool, but what we want them to do now, we have Jay and Jalfonso travelling together. They're going to spend a bit of time away from the house together. It's a bittersweet kind of side to it now that Supriya's passed away, but they're going to go to the sporting space where I've kind of put something which I think would be kind of cool. It's a way of them kind of reflecting on their lives so far and wishing themselves luck for the rest of their lives as they become elders together and spend their last kind of years together. But it also is kind of a nice way of remembering their friend who is no longer with them as well. So they can remember Don, they can remember Supriya. I think a couple of Jay's friends he used to live with have passed away as well since we started playing this series, so it's kind of nice in a way. So I've also kind of changed up people's outfits a bit. I don't know, those trousers just screamed Jalfonso to me, so I found it quite funny. Jay's got a new jacket and stuff. But yeah, this is actually what I wanted them to come and see. We have a wishing well here. So you can like make an offering to it, you can make a wish to it. It's kind of if you look here, you can wish for like career stuff, you can wish for happiness, wish for simoleons, wish for skills, youthful vigour, wish for a child. Jay's earned a lot of money on his day off, yes. So I thought this would kind of be nice to have them do as they about to head into the final stage of their lives together. I thought we could have them both like make a wish in this fountain. I think we'll certainly have Jay maybe wish for happiness, or maybe give Alfonso something a bit different to do. I think Jay is just kind of trying to comfort Alfonso a bit as well about losing Supriya, and now he's going to come and wish for happiness, not just for him, probably for his husband and his kids as well. So yeah, there we have it. Made a wish. I don't know if Alfonso would like spend a lot of money on making that kind of offering, but I feel like we'll have something a bit different, Alfonso. We're going to have him wish for simoleons, only because he wants to make sure he has plenty of money to leave behind for his kids when he's gone. But I thought, this is a very peaceful place to come. I thought that would kind of be a really cool way of reflecting by just making an offering, thinking about how things have kind of changed for them over the years, and oh man, holy moly, he just got 16,000 simoleons from that. Won the lottery for making a wish. Alfonso just beat the 1 in 175 million odds and won the lottery. Well, I'm bloody glad we did that. Don't introduce yourself to new people. There's no time to make new friends, Alfonso. Time is running out. But yeah, that worked out well. That definitely went a lot better than Jay's wish by the looks of it. Although Jay is feeling happy, so that's something. But man, that was very cool. But I thought it's just a nice way of kind of, making a wish for your future and also reflecting on, your whole life so far, people you've lost. I just thought it was a very peaceful place to kind of come and just spend a bit of time with just the two of them and think about how things have kind of gone for them and the ups and downs of their early relationship when they were first getting together, the confusion behind all of that, stuff like that. Things with Nino and Alfonso, how that didn't quite work out. And then obviously Jay getting abducted and then being impregnated with twins, which was not what he was expecting. And them kind of falling for each other, and the friends they made along the way and the friends they've now lost. It's just kind of a nice little place to kind of come and remember them, really. These two have been through a lot together, so it's kind of nice that they can just spend a bit of time together. So they don't get a lot of just one-on-one time, now they have kids and everything. So it's nice that they kind of found a very timely moment to come and reflect on their lives and their future and stuff like that. So they've had a couple of hours together. I thought that would just be a nice kind of way of them celebrating their lives. Wishing themselves luck, kind of getting themselves prepared for becoming elders and hoping for well wishes for their future and their kids. Certainly paid off for Alfonso, like you got 16,000 simoleons, that's kind of insane. But yeah, I thought that was just a nice little thing for them to do in this episode. And now we head back home. So they've got home and now Alfonso's going for a swim. I think a lot of it is coming from the fact that it's like boiling hot outside, so they just want to cool down. It's nice to see like the swimming pool get a bit of use. Where it's just dancing next to the bar, I think. I know Jay made a drink and they just kind of left it there for some reason. Yeah, Leo's just playing chess on his own. I love that no one's actually wearing like just everyday outfits. Evie's actually still here, which is something. I think, while Jay and Alfonso went off to kind of mourn and, make the wishes and stuff like that, she probably stayed to kind of catch up with these two as well and they could support her and stuff like that. I imagine losing your parents pretty tough, so yeah. Oh my god, look at Bentley. Look at Bentley. Everyone just stop what you're doing. Look at this cat. But now both her dads are back from their little day out together. Willow actually does have something she wants to ask her dads, and I wish we had a good angle. There we go. She's kind of asking, since Rocco's taken her away for a bit of time, if maybe he can kind of move in for a few days before. Because she knows that, and she's certain that Jay's is romantic. Probably because she's talking about her boyfriend and stuff and how things are getting really serious with them. And because Jay's romantic, I think he's fully supportive of that. And I think he does quite like Rocco as well. So he's like, oh yeah, I'll have to check it with Alfonso, of course, but I'm totally fine with Rocco moving in. Speaking of Rocco, he's just found out about a concert at an abandoned warehouse. We can't miss this, let's go. So I imagine when they get back from the concert, Rocco will just kind of stay over and move in for a little while, because he's definitely not enjoying it at home. Both his parents are now passed away, He has like twin sisters and his stepmom. He doesn't seem to get on with his stepmom a lot. He certainly doesn't really get on with his sisters either. They kind of have a love-hate relationship, but mainly hate. So Willow's heading off to meet Rocco now, and she'll probably like bring him back, and he'll be moving in for a little while, maybe even for a long while. I'll have to wait and see. But I think, even though the sink's broken, which isn't ideal, everyone's very, very supportive of that idea because I think they quite like Rocco a lot. So yeah, a big stage I think in the life of Willow, having a boyfriend kind of move in as well. I think Jalfonso and Jay also know. Anaya's died. I've heard of her. I think they know as well. They're getting a bit older. They're going to become older soon. They want to make sure that they know their kids are looked after well, and I think if Rocco moves in with them, it's a chance to get to know him even better and learn about his prospects and stuff like that. So they're all for Rocco kind of moving in. There we go, it's almost Alfonso's birthday, don't we know it? It's almost Jake's birthday, Evie's heading off. She just seemed a bit stressed and angry, which I think you can kind of understand when, both the parents are now gone. But it was nice that she did stop by and kind of supported us as we supported her over losing Supriya. It's very, very sad. She was a very nice woman. Okay, Willow seems to really enjoy that concert, so that's good. So Rocco has come back with her. Obviously just like making sure, once again, that Jay and Alfonso are okay with him joining the house for a while. But surely it's all working out, so Rocco is joining them, and goodbye to all of you. Rocco is actually studying law at the minute. He's actually in a law career, so he's definitely going to be making a lot of money hopefully one day, and I think that impresses Jay and Alfonso quite a bit as well. That'd bring a lot of money into this household. But Rocco is like, I want to be respectful and stuff like that since you're letting me stay here. I'm happy to sleep on the couch for a little while, because obviously there's probably not enough room for them right now in Willow's bed. So he's just going to sleep on the couch for now, and then maybe if things get, more permanent, we'll have to think about getting maybe a double bed or something in Willow's room. But yeah, Rocco is kind of part of our family right now. He's joining the house. He's absolutely knackered already. But to be fair, it is quite late. But everyone does seem to be quite a big fan of Rocco. So it's nice that he's kind of joining us now and living with us. So let's just check. No, he does not have any secret children, so that's good. Yeah, he has 3 half-sisters as well. I didn't realise he had 3. I only knew about these 2. But he has another one as well, Adrienne. So there you go. But yeah, both his parents, Travis and Huda, are both gone. And now those 2 are getting very flirty. Maybe not right in front of Jay, but that's fine. Let's get everyone to bed, since it is quite late. Oh my god, people are actually dropping like flies. Whoops, I feel quite responsible for a lot of death, but there we are. So it's the next morning, and Willow and Rocco are kind of chatting, saying, why don't today we actually check out the area where we're going to be staying for a couple of days for our getaway, just kind of get a feel for the place and see potential places we could go to eat and stuff like that. And Rocco seems very enthusiastic about the idea, so they're going to spend the day kind of getting the feel of this kind of vacation area that they're going to be staying at. So these guys have just been dropped off here, and as you can see, it's a very nice kind of location to come for a little getaway. Look at this place. It's kind of it seems like kind of a holiday resort, but I think there are people that just live here casually. But yeah, there's a stream and all sorts here. And yeah, they're going to be staying in one of the houses like this. It's a very kind of small area in that sense. There's only a couple of houses here, but I do think it is really, really nice. And yeah, lots to kind of look at and explore here, which I think is pretty cool. And since they're here, they're just going to take a look around at all the different houses and stuff, see which one they might be staying at. They haven't got official confirmation yet. And yeah, just going to walk down all these paths and see where they lead. So they've done a bit of looking around at all the houses and stuff like that, and honestly I don't think they mind which house they end up staying in for a couple of days for their little vacation getaway, because they're all really, really nice. And just this whole area is really, really beautiful here. And yeah, this is kind of the last little area they need to explore. And as they get to the end of this path, they kind of come across something rather bizarre looking. And as you can see, there's a weird arch looking place here. That's kind of glowing and at the edge of a waterfall, and I think they're kind of what the hell is that? So I think you guys can kind of get a little bit closer. Your feet are going to get a bit wet, but that's okay. And I think Willow seems a bit more keen than Rocco to get close to it and maybe go through it, but they can travel through it. They're thinking, oh, what the hell? So they're going to walk through this arch, but little do they realise it's actually a portal. The swirling vortex appears to lead to a realm beyond our own reality. Do you dare cross the threshold? They're going to enter the portal and see where it leads them. And on the other side of the portal is this place right here. Just casually a floating island. And some kind of rather impressive looking building here as well, as you can see. And they thought, why not just head inside? Let's see where this leads. And yeah, what they find inside is kind of something they weren't exactly expecting. And there's a whole kind of academy school looking place here, weird symbols all over the doors, weird furniture all over the place. But there are loads of people around here, including people with like giant cauldrons. And yeah, it's a bizarre looking place for sure. I'm not quite sure where they are. Willow's kind of still not brave to go in, but Rocco's having a look around, which I think is kind of interesting. What have you gone to get? You've just gone to get a glass of water. To be fair, that's one way of coping with how kind of overwhelming this must be. You've just fallen over, which isn't ideal. So they've actually stumbled upon the magical realm through the portal in Glimmerbrook, which is where they're going to be staying for their holiday. And yeah, there are people casting spells and all sorts here, and it does seem like this is a school where you can become witches, wizards and warlocks, which I wasn't quite expecting, I think is fair to say. You can brew potions, cast spells, and this is just the beginning. This is just one of a couple of islands here. So actually other portals, as you can see at the ends here, take you to different places. So I think they're going to travel through here as well. I think they're just not quite comprehending this yet. I think they might believe they're dreaming or dying, maybe. So yeah, they're walking through the portal. Leo's going to go to work, because you should. It's your first day, good luck. And yeah, this is kind of where they found themselves yet again. There's just portals all over the place that lead to different areas, and they've discovered this kind of greenhouse looking area. Penny's died. She was so overwhelmed that Penny just dropped dead. Rocco's still just clinging to his glass of water like, Willow, what the hell is going on? What have we stepped into? But it is pretty cool. They do seem kind of excited that they've discovered this. And they're not quite sure they understand what's going on yet, but they're kind of rolling with it. So I think they're just talking about how crazy this all is and how mad this whole place is. And they're saying, you know, when we come back here to actually stay, we need to come back here and really investigate what's going on. Because we don't really have time just for today, but we definitely need to come back here. And I think Rocco is in full agreement with that, because he's very curious. And he's kind of saying, you know, I wouldn't have even begun to discover things like this and have crazy days like this if I hadn't met you. And yeah, this whole craziness, I think, has inspired him to do something crazy himself. And he was saying, I was going to wait until he went away to do this, but since this craziness is kind of insane, I'm going to do something crazy myself. And he has proposed, and as you can see, Willow's clearly said yes. So yeah, Rocco and Willow are engaged. There we have it. They've been together for quite a while. Oh, things are getting romantic. Just casual massage in front of a weird greenhouse thing in like a witchy planet, as you do. But yeah, there we have it. Those two are engaged to be married. It's going to be insane. You know, since Jane and Alfonso are also getting older as well, I think they'd both want them to know that they're going to be okay, they're going to be happy together, and they obviously want Jane and Alfonso to be at the wedding before they go, so I think that's kind of cool that they've kind of spur of the moment thing. Rocco had planned to do this when they went away for the proper weekend, but yeah, he thought since this has been crazy and very unexpected, why not just bite the bullet now? Because I don't think any day is going to get crazier than this, so why don't I make today the day I propose? So they're now heading back through that portal to the main building, and I think since it is getting on with the day now, they're going to return to Glimmerbrook together through the portal. But yeah, with the promise that when they come back for their kind of weekend getaway together, they're absolutely going to come back here and see exactly what's going to go on, and maybe learn a bit more about what this place really is and what you can do here. Okay, so everyone's back now, and Neo's back from his first day of work. Seems to go pretty well. He earned like 800 simoleons and something, so clearly he's doing very, very well, which is awesome. I'm very, very happy about that. I don't know what we need to do to get promoted. Achieve level 9 gardening skill. Okay, so a lot of work to do there, but it'd be fine, especially when you get your own house, which will have like a lot of gardening you can do. And oh, PC's just exploded, which isn't ideal. Let's replace that. And yeah, I'm still kind of gobsmacked over the whole Jalfonso winning the lottery thing. But yeah, everyone's been told the good news about Willow and Rocco. They're very, very excited. I imagine we're going to have some kind of maybe engagement party, or we'll just go out to dinner or something at some point, which is very, very cool. Yeah, big step for their lives, and I think it's just another bit of security that gives Jalfonso and Jay just that extra kind of bit of comfort, I think, as they approach old age, knowing at least, you know, Leo's got a really stable job now and he's doing really, really well for himself, and, you know, Willow's also kicking off her writing career, and yeah, she's now engaged as well. I don't know if Willow actually finished that book we got her started writing. Let's have a look if she did. She's very inspired right now, so we might as well have her carry on with that. So, sorry Leo, you're going to have to move. And yeah, we have a few new photos around the house as well now. So Willow and Rocco took one together to celebrate their engagement, so they have a bit more of an updated one there. In Willow's room, she already had those photos anyway, but she now has photos with Jalfonso and Jay, pictures up with them when they were younger. And Leo took photos with them both as well when he got home from work. So that's very wholesome, lots of photos to remember the good old days. Because you don't know that you're in the good old days until they're gone. But I do think we probably need to shuffle Willow's room around a bit now. He said if it becomes like a permanent thing, you know, you might change Willow's room around a bit. And since those two are now engaged, I imagine we probably need to get them a double bed at least, you know. So I did have to get rid of Willow's desk in here to kind of fit the double bed in, that's fine. Because I don't want to change like the size of the rooms or anything, because that would just take too long and I'm not good enough at doing it. But I feel like this is going to be more Willow's official office space. So I don't mind too much about getting rid of the desk in her room. It's just a matter of space more than anything. But everything else is still in there. Well, I got rid of the backpack as well because she probably doesn't need them anymore. Because obviously this was made when they were teens maybe. But yeah, aside from that, I think everything else is basically intact. But I think with Rocco kind of staying over now and them being engaged and everything, it makes sense that they have a double bed. And since it's getting late, people should start going to bed actually. And that means you two can celebrate your engagement. So you guys enjoy. Oh, Jalfonso's already got the right idea. He's actually already gone to bed, so that's fine. Luckily there is like a pretty significant gap between these two rooms because those two are gonna celebrate their engagement. And then hopefully they'll go to sleep after that. And then tomorrow is the day that Jay and Jalfonso become elders. My goodness. It's gonna be weird seeing them old. Like, man, we kind of started the series with Jalfonso, and look at this family he's kind of made from it as well. Look at him. And yeah, it's gonna be weird to see them get old and eventually pass away. And obviously Willow and Leo are going to be the first people on this save that we see from birth to death, because obviously we didn't see Jalfonso get born or anything. But still, it's still gonna be strange and a big change really. 7:30 AM. I did change everyone's main outfits as well, not just Jalfonso and Jay, so that's Leo's now. One thing I can have you do actually, since you've started earning your own money now, you can make some loan payments and pay back that student loan. So it's 2699, and we know already with the bonus he got and the 800 serenity he earned yesterday, he's basically there. So I feel like with the money Jalfonso won from the fountain thing, the wishing well, I feel like he'd just like give him the rest. Be like, proud of you, buddy. So I think Leo's student loans are already paid off. I wish I could pay mine off that quickly, but there we are. Yeah, there we have it. Well done, Leo. Officially free of student debt. And yeah, I think everyone is up now. Oh no, Jalfonso's still awake. Rocco's up. Bentley's still asleep as well, it seems. But that's fair. Everyone out, you know, people are starting to wake up. And I feel like we need to actually get a cake ready as well for Jalfonso and Jay. So how about Willow does that? Right, cake is done, candles on, all good. Sorry Leo, I'm going to kick you off again. You are hungry, so you can go make some food. Jay's still making a bit of money from the game he made, not a lot anymore, but that's okay. I don't know if Willow's finished the book yet. We must be nearly there, surely. Since you're inspired. Let's carry on with that, your third writing session of the book, I think. Yes, I know you're hungry, Leo. You can literally go and make it yourself. Rocco's making grilled cheese, so hopefully Leo can have some of that if he makes enough. Oh! Jalfonso just came and instantly stole the grilled cheese that Rocco just made. He's probably like, I heard you and Willow last night, I'm taking this. Never mind, Rocco, you tried. Let's just call it, you know, making breakfast for your future in-law. You know, that's going to give you some nice points, I guess. Let's just soak in young Jalfonso while we still can. This is how I've kind of always known him to look. And yeah, it's all going to be changing soon. Oh! Willow finished her book. Well done, Willow. Her first ever book. I think that's part of her like overall thing as well. She wants to needs to write another one. But yes, well done. I think we might have her join like the official writing career. But for now, very, very well done. We can publish it, I think, somehow. I think with the letterbox, maybe. Publish ourselves or sell to publisher. Let's just try it with the publisher first. If it doesn't do particularly well with the publisher, we could try self-publishing it. But excellent. This makes Willow a professional author because she's going to have published work. Oh, Jay's just come back from work as well. And there we go. Monumental moment. It's out in the world. Now each day Willow will earn a moderate amount of royalties. Well done, Willow. Excellent. And obviously as she gets better and better at writing and that skill, she'll get better and better at writing books, and the books will get better. Jay is very tense, so he wants to immediately chat with Jalfonso, which is kind of wholesome. But you don't need to worry about work for much longer, so it's going to be fine. Retirement, hopefully it will suit you. So these two are just talking about how work sucks, basically, and they can't wait to be rid of it, and then random cat. Hello, goodbye. Jalfonso and Rocco just having a nice chat, which is cool. I think it's nearly time for them to blow out the candles on their cake. I'm just waiting for their aging up bar to be complete. Nearly there now, it's very, very close. Oh, he has 2 Kiss Jay whims, so probably to wish them both a happy birthday. And yeah, your last kiss with non-wrinkly lips, there you go. You enjoy. I think when they've lived a life as good as those two, I don't think they really care about old age. I think they're more concerned. Ah, got Rocco cheering him on. I think they care more about, oh my god, this woman. This entire episode she's been texting Jay, like, let's do this, let's do this. I'm like, who are you? Oh my god, everyone's getting... Oh god, I'm sorry, we have a party to do. Why is everyone... Ah, no. Why is everyone so popular in this household? But yeah, that woman, she wanted Jay to go all over the place. Like, no. Woohoo with Jay. I don't know. You might have time. Okay, one more woohoo, then that's it. But yeah, I think their biggest concern, I think, with anything, with like getting old and stuff, is like their kids and all that, and how that's going to go. Bentley just sitting next to the cake, as he always does. Oh, you want to woohoo with him as well now, so that's kind of going to work out well then, isn't it? Rocco's like, yeah, definitely don't know what those guys are doing. But it feels so wrong to do this, but this is the way of life. So let's get everyone here and make sure they're all here to see this. Here we go. I mean, he's actually merged into Jay, but that's fine. Oh god, grey hair, Jalfonso's an old man. Seniority, wrinkled bellies, frosty locks, and interminable naps await. Party like the Reaper's not right around the corner. Well, that's morbid. Oh, Jalfonso, you're an old man, look at him. Oh boy. God damn it, I started eating the cake, I can't put candles on it now. Oh, fine, right. Rocco, I don't know if you're any good at cooking, but if you would be so kind, can you bake another cake? There's old Jalfonso. I mean, I actually think the grey hair and everything kind of suits him. So I think that could have been a lot worse. But what I do want to do, actually, I need to be Jalfonso to do this. But oh, it's so weird seeing him be an old man. That there's no like next stage of life. Depressing. What I want to do is take your disguise off and see what an old alien looks like. I don't know if it's like particularly different or anything, but he definitely looks a bit older. You can definitely see like wrinkles and stuff. So that's what an old alien looks like. There you go. Oh, here we go. 2 old men. Here we go. Time for Jay to age up as well. Oh, it's gonna be weird playing with elders in this like save game. Here we go. Just like that. Old man Jay. Oh, and he's kind of immediately dressed. No, you're not getting kidnapped. No. He's about to investigate the weird light. He's about to be abducted again. Like, you're an old man. Overlords, give him a break. There we have it, guys. Old Jay and old Alfonso. So yeah, there's old Alfonso. Old alien Alfonso. I actually think that outfit kind of suits it. Maybe not trainers now he's old. Maybe something more like that. That'd probably suit him, actually. Maybe in black. But yeah, that's old Alfonso. He does look like Mortimer Goth. He's quite a famous sim in the lore, which I think is kind of funny. That still must remain the same at all times. I mean, I don't really intend for you to be using that much, so I suppose I can keep you in that. And oh, look at the old man body. Oh, Alfonso. How the days are gone of the six-pack, I'm afraid, pal. Let's be a bit more dignified, shall we? When it comes to sleeping. But you're going to have to keep those. Going to have to keep the hard boxes, of course. I guess that's fine. Swim in, sure. Hot weather, I mean, yeah, that's probably fine as well. And yeah, that's cool. So yeah, that's that. That's Alfonso. This is old Jay. That's his cold weather. Hot weather, maybe we change that now. I mean, to be fair, you've still definitely got a lot of muscle there, but I think we still, I don't know, give you something a bit more covered up. Gotta protect you now. You're an old man. Something like that probably will do. Yeah. Party, that's fine. We'll put a short on you as well, but maybe a different colour. And yeah, change you out of that as well. Maybe just, I don't know. Oh my god, it covers his fingerless gloves and all sorts. Not a hood, I don't think. There's something that's fine. I don't intend on having them work out all that much anymore anyway, just in case it kills them. And that does feel a bit too young for you now. So maybe something like this. In that will do. Maybe change the shoes as well to something. Something like that will do. So yeah, we have Old Man Jay, Old Man Alfonso, Jalfonso, our elders. Oh look, another death. What surprise! No! I can't believe it. Rocco's being taken now. Guys, there's a new kid. Take him. Sorry, Rocco. This is ridiculous. Honestly ridiculous. Managed to save Jay being abducted again, but not Rocco. My god. Right, Leo's already gone to bed. But we're actually going to leave it there for this episode. A lot went down, I feel like. Particularly with these two. They lost Supriya, which was very sad. Evie came around to kind of help them remember her, and they paid their respects to their fallen friends, to their past and to their future on the Wishing Well, in which Alfonso particularly did very, very well. Got like a lot of money out of it. Bentley continued to be Bentley, and of course these two also aged up into elders, so they're kind of in their final years. So we need to think about retirement, stuff like that. And yeah, we'll see what elderly life brings for these two, what challenges that may be, but I think they're going to be more concerned with making sure that their kids are going to be fine, and I think they certainly are, because this guy right here got a job as a botanist, and he's in level 8 of that career already because of uni, so that's amazing. He's doing really, really well in that job. And then this girl right here, with her coffee, of course, she not only got engaged in this episode, which is a big step because Rocco also moved in. He's currently preoccupied being abducted by aliens, which I'd forgotten about. She also wrote and published her first book, so she's now a professional author as well. She's doing well for herself. And Willow and Rocco did discover a very weird place when they went to check out where they're going to be staying for like a weekend getaway, and they vowed to go back there and see exactly what's going on. So that might be a thing that happens, particularly maybe in the next episode. Okay, Willow, you do you. And yeah, that is going to be it. But some big developments for all our characters really in this episode. Let me know what you'd like to see happen next, and what would you like to see Jay and Alfonso do while we still have them here. Be quite something if we can allow their final years to be really, really cool. And you're nearly done being kidnapped, that's nice. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on what happened in this episode and what you want to focus on next and stuff like that. Definitely going to focus on Willow and Rocco's story in the next episode as well, and visiting that pool. I see you working out, Alfonso. I will not have you die on your first day of being an elder. You can work out, but not all the time. And yeah, there's stuff with that we're going to address as well. Also, Leo, we still need to find the special summon for him. I feel like we need to focus on that as well. So we'll see what happens, but definitely a lot of the next episode is going to be heavily focused on Willow right here, and a bit of Rocco as well. But what happens next with the story is definitely more so going to be about Willow. And speaking of Rocco, time for him to return, which is nice. He's probably thinking, what the hell is that? Not pregnant, good. And luckily he is aware that his fiancée is an alien, and, you know, one of her dads is an alien as well. And his future brother-in-law is also an alien, so it's not like he's totally out of the blue about aliens existing and everything. He's engaged to one. And yeah, he's a new addition to the household. Very, very excited to see the future of all of these different stories now, as we enter one of the final chapters in our dear Alfonso Sheet's life. It all started with him, but there's still a bit of story left to tell with him, so I'm excited to see where we go next. But it's nice to be in this household again, back in the main series. We're here to stay, and yeah, I'll see you next time.